Hey, what's up, everybody? Some people requested some tips and tricks and callouts on this map, Amplified, the MLG map, the Foundry map, Amplified, Slayer. So I thought I'd try to go over it as best as I could. This one's pretty difficult to really explain unless you go into specific moments in theater, but I'm going to do my best. So you spawn, even though I'm blue, I spawned at red base. This is red, I just call this red 2 pink side, red 2 gold side over here. And then this is red 1 underneath the base. You can try, obviously, gold side, red gold, hiding on like the red gold house. And now you just call this like red gold fence. And then like gold 2 area, gold 3, like blue gold fence, same thing for blue. And then gold 1, red gold 1, blue gold 1, middle gold 1, inside bottom center, bottom middle, red couch. And then this is pink side the base, so pink house, pink 1 over here. This area is pink 2. Where the nades are. They're pink 2 ramp, they're pink street. Pretty much get the idea if you say the general area. This is pink street to pink, this is pink 3. And obviously it's the same for blue. Okay, so let's try to get into strategy. So the basic idea is that like you want to control as much as the horizontal part of the map as you can, right? Like if you're over here, once you get over to this area, you can kind of stop them from pushing you pink 1 if they try to get to your base quickly from pink, right? If you're controlling this area. And then, it takes them a little bit longer to go pink 3, but you can also stop them from going pink 3, and then you can make your way towards pink 3 if you go pink. And if you're at gold, you got the same idea, If they're at their gold, pushing gold, you want to get a guy over to your gold side, watching the gold 2 push, gold 3 push, so they can't just get to over here to your base for free, okay? So a lot of people don't really know what they should be doing, what kind of plays that they should be making. So at the beginning, when you spawn right here, one of the plays I think you can make is like just like going to the front and shooting people, right? Shooting people, seeing what happens, not sitting here as you get naded, but like maybe jumping up to this gold tower if you can, just jumping, crouching, getting up here, trying to get shots down. And as soon as you start, once you're in a position like this, as soon as you start getting shot, you want to immediately like have it to be in your head to start dropping down, because if you stay up there too long, they can just finish you across the map. But also, it's pretty vulnerable to go gold side the base, but like you can either come gold side the base, but you can get naded here, and like you gotta watch them jump in top middle, right? Because you're vulnerable from guys pushing middle of the map that are full shields. But once you decide to go into the middle of the map, here's the catch is that like if you get weak here, there's many different ways that you can be seen, so it's pretty hard to stay alive here. So you gotta be thinking about that. But also, it's like a double-edged sword. It's also one of the best places to do the most amount of damage you can from. So I like to come top middle when I know that my team has really good map control and they're all going to be spawning up, say in a base like right here, and I can just get really good shots in them and drop down, and they go to throw an nade and they do a little ring around the rosy top middle and be able to just dodge nades and get a lot of damage done. So like I said, top middle here isn't really the best place, but it's good if you're thinking you got good control or you want to make a play onto their side of the map. Okay, so one of the main things that I like to do is you always want to make sure you have pink tower. If you need to have pink tower, because one, it's the best place pretty much to get shots from. You have the most covered and also the most angles, and you really stop them from pushing pink side of your base doing that. And I'd rather be set up. I'd rather force the enemy team to go gold than to have them come pink, because if they're at gold, like it's good if they're spawning gold 2 and gold 1 trying to push your base, because you're gonna be able to like drop down and like juke out their nades, make them waste their nades and be able to stay alive over here. So if they try to kill you, it's a little bit more difficult for them to try to kill you, because you can hide behind here, hide behind this kind of thing. So if you don't have if you're spawning at a base and you don't have a guy on the pink tower, you don't have pink tower control, that's the first thing you need to try to get them off your pink tower if they're above you, and try to get control of this and try to make them stop them from pushing your base. And then the next step is like stop them from pushing from gold to your base. So like send a guy gold side of your base, make sure they're not pushing gold too fast. And then I'd say, after you do something like this, you can send a guy towards the middle of the map to be able to like figure out what's happening, so they don't cross to push your base. And once you have a guy middle of the map, he can help you out on both either pink side or gold side, depending what side they're pushing. And you're gonna have help from them. And then basically at this point, you just want to do more damage to the enemy team. And once you think that you as a team has done more damage, then you can start your push to the other side of the map. And the idea is like everybody gets involved. The pink tower goes to pink 3, pushes up, and then everybody kind of gets involved where they're all trapped at their base, and you can like all finally collapse at their base and finish them all up together. So that's one route you can kind of do, right? The other route you can do, the other decision you can make, is just to kind of get a kill from like BRs across the map if they try to push, and then if you're sitting on pink tower and your teammate's not like literally in the spawn right here, they'll just spawn right under you, right here or right here, and you can just try to kill them immediately. Those are free kills, and that happens every single game, it happens all the time, and you know those free kills could be the difference between you winning or losing. That could create your lead, because that's a completely free kill where if the enemy team doesn't have really good movement up on the map, you're just dead. You can't do anything, right? So with that being said, let's talk about when you spawn here and you know there's going to be guys next to you. The first thing I like to do, I don't like to sit up here and shoot. Like, sometimes I will, but if I think the other enemy team has like amazing map control, they have a lot of us dead, a lot of damage on us, and a lot of good positioning, I'm going to immediately drop down and just try to like nade and try to stay alive and make them push me, you know what I mean? That's pretty much what my play is going to be. Also, you can decide to go front of the base, just try to be a really hard kill. So, I mean, thinking about it, that's main things that like cover the map, right? You know, a lot of times you'll spawn and like, so some of the things you don't want to do is like, say your team is dying, you don't want to start pushing like pink 2, pink 3, because you're going to spawn your teammates like under you, pink 2, and then they're going to be stuck here, and you don't want to spawn here, because once you spawn here, if you're ever spawning pink 2 or gold 2, the idea is that you need to get towards a base so you can give your teammates good spawns and not spawn out in the middle of the map where you can get shot from everybody, right? So that's the idea. If you spawn pink 2, try to get to a base as soon as you can, you know, and get control of the pink tower. If you spawn fucking gold, it's the same idea. Try to get to a base and get your shields back as soon as you can. You know, and anytime you're playing like gold side of base or pink side of base, like you gotta understand, like they have to come all the way to you. So if you're weak, you don't have to sit here and challenge them. You can like run away across the map, get your shields back, you know, make sure you just aren't a free kill and aren't an easy kill. So, you know, with that being said, this gold 2 spot and pushing gold 2, getting the nades and everything if they're trapped and nading here and stuff, this is a good way to get kills. And also you can shoot them as they push pink side the base. If you have a teammate collapsing from pink, you can go top middle. You know, you have so many decisions on what to do after that. So like I said, top mid is a place where like if you have amazing control, you can go top mid. If you have amazing damage on them, you know, like 3 or 4 fresh dead, like where your teammates are set up to do more damage. Besides that, it's vulnerable, you know. Also, you know, you can use bottom middle to flank the enemy base. It's a common play. You know, if you have more shields than the enemy team, you have more damage and you're pushing, then, you know, collapsing on the enemy base as a team is pretty much a guaranteed way to get kills, you know, and gain a lead on the match. Yeah, but, you know, getting up top and doing your damage, it's always going to be a good play, going up high and trying to get your BR shots. But if you start getting shot, you know, just be a hard kill, run away, go to a corner and hide. You know, always try to get your shields back in Halo 3. So yeah, if you have any questions, you can post them in the comments. I'll try to answer them. And I hope this helped you guys get better at Amplified. Have a good night.